So, if you have downloaded the data, there are two data actually, and mostly we will work with first one only, training data. You can add all the layers in the training data to your GIS session, QGIS session, by going to layer menu, add layer, and as it is a GPG file, so it is a vector file. So we'll use the option of add vector layer. और किसी को ट्रैक करके लाना है वो भी कर सकता है. It will work in similar manner. Okay, just bring all the layers. And there, just keep this particular option on. Add layers to input. Sorry. Close. So you will have this one. Okay, we didn't frame the criteria. So if you scroll down, this is the criteria. Criteria कुछ चाहिए ना for finding the building, right building. So उस टाइम तो आपने काफी सारे criteria बताया था. I can have data for all those. So these are the data provided. We have solved these many criteria for this with this data. और कुछ है? नहीं. Okay, so first requirement that building should be in a particular city. ये एग्जांपल मैंने लिया है अफ्रीका की एक सिटी का, साउथ अफ्रीका की एक सिटी, to be more precise. Reason being, if I take a Indian city, the number of buildings are so high that it may crash your. Okay, so at least जो कंप्यूटर हमारे पास है that. So इसीलिए हम लोग कंप्यूटर स्मॉलर लोकेलिटी साउथ अफ्रीका के छोटा सा शहर है स्वलैंड. And it must be within a reasonable driving distance from a school. So it is saying driving distance. It is not saying distance. There is a difference between driving distance and distance. अगर simply distance बोला जाए तो Euclidean distance आ जाएगा. ठीक है? Euclidean distance को पता है? Driving distance बोलोगे तो Euclidean distance नहीं आएगा. You have to go along the road and find the distance. Okay. Closer than 50 meter to a main road. It may be more than, it must be more than 100 meters square in size. That building का एक minimum size बता दिया गया है. And it should be within 500 meters to a restaurant. Hospital का option नहीं है. जितने लोगों को बताया था, उसमें एक hospital का था और एक water supply का था. वो दोनों criteria नहीं है. बाकी almost सारे criteria. Okay, so we will start like this is our question, and we will try to solve one by one. So first of all, ये data जो है, ये particular location is Swarendam. If you want to check, you can simply bring Google Roads, and you can see the city name here somewhere. दिखाएगा तो Swarendam. Okay. एक बार देखो. Yeah, the city is Swarendam itself. We are seeing first question को ऐसे ही सॉल्व करके दे दिया गया है. Now, so remaining four question, it must be within reasonable driving distance from the school. Now, as it is driving distance, it's not simple Euclidean distance, so we will not do this first. Okay. Now, the third one, closer than 50 meter to main road. Okay. इसने कहा है main road, and you think this is main road? All the roads are provided. It's not guaranteed to be main road. Okay, so just go to roads attribute table. Oh, before that, there is one important thing. Please ensure that we are working in 3857. ठीक है, so मेरे कंप्यूटर पे 4326 है. I will convert it into 3857 coordinate system. हो गया? Next, as we are as all of these questions are dealing with distances, you should always check the coordinate system of the layers. उनके भी coordinate system PCS होने चाहिए, GCS नहीं. ठीक है? So just try to check the coordinate system of these layers. Just right click on that and see the coordinate system. It is actually 4326. That is in GCS. Right? सबका check कर सकते हो, सभी GCS. ये purposefully किया गया था. To just inform you whenever you start any kind of problem that has distance in it. You should always check this and convert your layers to PCS if required. Okay, so we'll convert this layer to PCS again, and on that day I clearly said, do not do this. Do not click on set to 3857. ठीक है? ये values recalculate नहीं करता, उन्हीं values को समझ लेता है कि वो 3857 से आ रहे हैं, जो कि wrong है. ठीक है? क्यों wrong है? क्योंकि 4326 में values will be degrees. 3857 में it should be meters. So it will simply assume those values to be in meter. तो पूरा world नंबर मीटर का रह जाएगा. 90 minus 90 plus 90 and minus 80 180 plus 180 meters. That's completely off about the world. Okay, so do not click on this option. Go to export, click save feature as, and save this feature with some file name somewhere else. So उसी folder में एक नया वो बनाओ, नया folder से for example output or something, and start saving this. Now you can name it any way. I am naming with this convention that as it is for buildings here, I am using buildings underscore 3857 to signify that I have converted it into 3857 coordinate system. Now, after selecting the name of the layer or name of the file where it is getting saved, we have not converted the coordinate system yet. You should select the correct coordinate system here before clicking OK. अगर ये step नहीं करोगे तो वो 4326 नहीं रह जाएगा. ठीक है? So select the correct coordinate system, that is 3857. Most probably this should be available here. If it is not, you can click here and search for 3857. Okay? Click OK. Now, if you check on other layers, they are also having the same problem. So do the same steps for all those 4 layers. So as it is same step, I will not again say what I am doing. Just repeat the steps. Okay, so if you have converted all the layers to 3857, just get rid of all the layers. ठीक है, सेव हो गया, फिर से नया प्रोजेक्ट शुरू कर लो, and then bring those layers, all of those together to this new project. जो भी लेयर चेंज किया है ओरिजिनल लेयर की, नए लेयर्स में क्या जो पीसीएस वाली लेयर्स है and please ensure that all layers are in pieces after digging into layers. Okay, everyone has got all the layers in create the HTML format. बाकी पुरानी लेयर्स नहीं होनी चाहिए, कंफ्यूज मत होना बात है कि गलती से 432 लेयर रह गई. Okay, so we can start solving the first question now. And first question, for us, first question is this 3. Because we have decided that driving distance will be comparatively difficult, so we'll take it later. Okay, closer than 50 meter to a main road. How to solve it? So first of all, it says main road, not the road. So you have to find all the roads that I consider main road or important. Okay. So just go to attribute table of roads, and in the attribute table you will find one column or field called highway. Okay, highway में roads की type बताई हुई है. So first road on my screen is trunk of type trunk, then tertiary, residential, and so on. Okay. Now, some of these will not be main road. Say for example, track. Track मतलब जो मतलब road पे field नहीं है. That kind of road. So might not be the most. Like, it might not be the important road. Track. Similarly, there can be footpath or footway. अगर scroll करोगे तो दिख जाएगा. There is something called unclassified. Most probably it is not a main road. Okay. And footway should be there. If you search more, you will find there is one more called footway. Okay, so we have to filter the important roads from all the roads. पहले how to do filtering operation? Right click on the layer, road layer, go to filter and select कि कौन सा फील्ड के हिसाब से आप फिल्टर करना चाहते हो. तो पहले जो हम लोग हाईवे नाम का फील्ड था, so we can simply double click it or simply select it, not double click, and click all here, and you can see these are all the values, unique values that is there in highway column. Highway में तो काफी सारे थे, काफी rows, ठीक है, but these are the values that are there in highway column. If you click all, सारे दिखेगा, sample में नहीं दिखाएगा. So इसमें देखो, footway most probably should not be main road, path not a main road, primary maybe road confusion, might be okay, but unclassified tertiary these roads should be removed. Okay, so there are categories that we need. So now how to remove it? So just double click highway and it will come here. It will come in the expression window with double quotes. Double quotes जब भी आता था इसका मतलब था field or column. ठीक है? Now highways should not some particular categories, right? There is this not in option available. Okay, so highway not in. Okay, and we have to plug some options into there. Plugging के लिए QGIS में we use this bracket. 9 के ऊपर जो है shift के साथ 9 दबाओ, you will get that bracket, and we will start selecting the options that we think are not main road. Okay, so first one is footway. Obviously, it is not a main road. Double click it and it will come here. If you want to type, you can also type. But ये जब आप type करोगे तो as those are values, it should be one single quote. It should be within single quotes. Okay, comma. Path want. So go on doing it tertiary. जो भी आपको ऑप्शन लगता है कि नहीं होगा, उसको बस select कर दो. Unclassified. So I think these 4 options are fine. इनमें से नहीं हो तो चलेगा, right? ये 4 ऑप्शन मैंने सिलेक्ट किए हैं. अगर आपको लगता है कोई और भी है, just tell me. और कोई लगता है क्या? आपको लगता है सर्विस रोड कैन बी कंसीडर्ड ए मेन रोड क्योंकि हमारा खुद का यूनिवर्सिटी सर्विस रोड है. It's not an image. Secondly is like primary roads होते हैं जैसे जो main areas होते हैं उनसे बाहर कनेक्शन second is mention tertiary मैंने main नहीं माना है लेकिन areas से निकलने वाले रोड को हम लोग main माना है. That is secondary road. Or which trunk road is actually similar to NH in those localities. बाकी सब बेसिक is important, otherwise आप building system पहुंच ही नहीं पाओगे. ठीक है? So I'm taking these 4 options: footway, path, tertiary, and unclassified. ठीक है? Additionally, we have to also ensure कि वैसे roads भी reject हो जाए जिनका नहीं किया गया है. The most of them are useless, right? So basically किसने पता ही नहीं किया वो classification देने के लिए. So we should also write and highway, again highway is not null. Null means empty. Okay. So highway is not null. It says it returned 565 rows. मतलब our expression is working. Okay. Just click and you will be left with roads, but those roads are main road. Okay. If you want to see the filter that I have applied, this is the filter. The screen shared है सबके साथ देख सकते हो. Okay. So I have not given 4 categories of road, and I have also assumed कि road का classification नहीं है, तो want to take that road. Okay. Okay. So again, I'm coming back to this particular question. We have solved part of third. 50 meters from main roads. From main road, we have solved 50 meters increment. Okay. Now, should I solve 3 first and then 2? या फिर दोनों साथ में solve? You रोड से 10 मीटर जाएंगे और स्कूल से भी 1 मीटर ड्राइविंग डिस्टेंस. So मैं सिर्फ उन्हीं को जो 1 किलोमीटर schools में ये सभी रोड्स की सॉल्व और बाकी रोड्स का एक which will be much easier. पहले एक टू में सारे रोड की सॉल्व कर. Okay. So we have to find driving distance from a. Now just check where schools are. स्कूल की एक लेयर है, सब कुछ ऑफ कर दो क्योंकि ये बाकी लेयर्स इतने क्लटर्ड है आपको दिखेगा नहीं स्कूल. ये 4 स्कूल्स हैं एक्चुअली. ये 4 स्कूल्स हैं. And the problem, actual problem is you don't know क्योंकि डिस्टेंस अगर मेजर करना चाहते हो ड्राइविंग डिस्टेंस तो गेट स्कूल के गेट का कोई लेयर नहीं है यहाँ पे. Just turn on the school layer, road layer, and you will see case कि gate कहाँ पे होना चाहिए, right? So we will make one more layer, and we will make school case on so that we can calculate 1 kilometer distance. So how to make new layer? Layer to create layer to new geometers layer. And here we are calling it school gate. Again, we are working in 3857, so I am putting 3857 there. And please select the geometry type to be point. Gates need to be point to be 3857. That these are two important things: points and coordinate system to be 3857. Click OK. Where you find the roads closest to a school, put your gates. Now, say for example, बाकियों के लिए तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, लेकिन एक पर्टिकुलर स्कूल ऐसा है जिसमें लग रहा है कि 2, right? But if you see more carefully, this road is not connected to any other. So वहाँ से 1 किलोमीटर लेंगे मतलब नहीं आता. Okay. So put the points where you think it is connected to bigger road network. ये वाला रोड तो कहीं connected नहीं है, तो यहाँ गेट देने से कोई फायदा नहीं है, right? This might be a local road. Okay. So start putting the gates. How to put gates? We have added a school gate. Start editing it. So edit करने का ये option था ना, second class. You just click on this pencil button, and then you have this option add point feature. So click on this add point feature और स्कूल के पास रोड के ऊपर कोशिश करो रोड के ऊपर क्लिक करने का. ठीक है, जस्ट क्लिक ओके. So वो जॉब भी नहीं है. We are only trying to find location of gates. So just make 4 points corresponding to those. And then save the editing. So save the editing का क्या तरीका था? Just turn off the editing. It will ask that do you want to save. Obviously, we do want to save, and save it. So we will have 4 points corresponding to each of those schools. Okay. क्यों बनाते हैं पॉइंट? डिस्टेंस मेजर करने के लिए पॉइंट से मेजर करेंगे. लाइन से मेजर नहीं करेंगे डिस्टेंस. Okay. Now we are ready to find all the roads that are within 1 kilometer of this particular point. How to do that? Just search for network analysis. Okay. Now, search for it. You will get this for service area. Okay. And also your shortest path. It's layer 2 point 2 layer use service area option, and within service area you have two options, from layer, from point. Okay, so from point, एक single point से calculate करता है, हमारे पास 4 points and we have made a layer of that 4 points. We use the option from layer. Okay, so it's just the service area from layer. And the first option asks for give me the layer, vector layer that represent the network. Network तो road network है हमारा, ठीक है? Gates वाला तो network नहीं है, gates वाले तो points starting point है. So we'll select road here and skip the second one. The third option is vector layer with start point. So start point should be gates. ये दोनों use करो. Roads and the starting point should be school gates. Starting point should be school gates. Now, there is an option called to calculate. You have two options: shortest and fastest. Okay. इनका मीनिंग क्या है वो नीचे पढ़ सकते हो. Travel cost, because travel cost, and travel cost says distance for shortest, time for fastest. So if you select and if you select shortest there, then जो कुछ भी इंटर करोगे that will be taken as distance. Obviously we need to work in distance 1 kilometer away, so that is distance, so we will select shortest. And travel cost is 1000. I know that I am working in 3857, the units are in meter, so I can use, I have number 1000. Now, you have option service area as lines. This is optional, but we do want it. Okay, हमें lines का मतलब क्या है? I will get जो उस और एक किलोमीटर जा रहा है. So this we want. So इसको save कर लेते हैं. Save it to a particular file. Say for example, 1 km road. 1 km के अंदर आने वाले road. Try to save all the layers in same folder. बाद में confusion ना हो. So if you run it, you will get this particular layer called the school 1 km road. या आपने जो भी naming किया होगा. And if you turn off roads layer, you will see that it is only 1 kilometer of the road around that school. Legal distance क्या होगा? 1 किलोमीटर सेलेक्ट हो जाता है. But here you will see ऐसा नहीं हुआ है, चारों तरफ roads नहीं है उस बिल्डिंग पे. Everyone has got this. ठीक है. So हमने roads को पहले जो roads हमारे पास इतने सारे थे उसको minimize कर दिया. We are supposed to be roads only. ठीक है. Now we have solved first question. Sorry. We have solved first question. First question is पहले से ही solve था. Solid diagram. Second, that it must be within 1 kilometer of the school. This we have solved, right? Third, half part पहले ही solve. We can target the next half part closer than 50 meter. Now, closer than 50 meter का मतलब क्या है? कि I want to select all the location or all the areas along the road that is away from the road. Left side, 50 meter in the right side. दोनों side ना. ठीक है? So we can use कौन सा ऑप्शन यूज करना पड़ेगा वेक्टर जियो प्रोसेसिंग में से? सारे ऑप्शन लगभग यहीं से यूज होंगे. So we have to use buffer. Buffer select the region around the vector. Okay, so we have to select buffer. Buffer select करोगे, so it will किसके along buffer बना select the roads, like 1 kilometer road from school, that layer, and distance is okay. See, we have done a mistake. Mistake. Screen is there, so you can see on your screen also. Yes, my layer, that was 1 kilometer old layer, is in 4.6. That's why the distance is only degrees. Because here degrees. That's wrong. Change the screen. आपने चेंज कर लिया आपका आ रहा है क्रिएट कर सही है. Okay, so the moment you see it, do not proceed. Convert your layer to 3857 first. Okay. So right click on the layer, export, save feature as. Just save. पहले जैसे किया था वही चीज कर रहे हैं. We are converting the layer to 3857. Okay, and if you have converted the layer to 3857, get rid of the older layer. Confusion is. Okay. Now, go to the same option, vector, geoprocessing, buffer. This time select your new layer, 3850 जो कर रखे हो, and यहाँ पे देखोगे अब ऑप्शन आ रहा है मीटर्स, अपने आप हो गया, है ना? ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. डिग्री में 50 का मतलब है 5000 किलोमीटर्स, ठीक है? About 100 किलोमीटर्स ना, 110 किलोमीटर्स, 1 किलोमीटर. ठीक है? So distance हमें चाहिए तो 50 meters, convert it into like just write 50 there. Okay. Now यहाँ तक सब सही है. इसके बाद जो मैं कर रहा हूँ वो मत करना. Okay, I am going to show you the problem that is now. Simply click run. Don't do that. कोई run मत करना. If you simply click run, you will be having this kind of polygon. ये polygon दिख रहा है, इसके ऊपर overlap कर रहा है. ये भी रोड का ही हिस्सा है, लेकिन वो दो अलग-अलग polygons हैं. I can show you if I select this polygon. Okay, see them. Okay, just yeah. So you can see this polygon is different than this polygon. You don't want this one to happen. ऐसा इसलिए हुआ वो roads डिस्टाइज नहीं करते. कभी भी आपने भी डिस्टाइज किया है तो आप रोड के पूरे हिस्से एक साथ डिस्टाइज नहीं करते. जितनी बार आप वेट करोगे उतने आगे. So we don't want our areas to be like this. हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कि डिस्टाइजेशन कैसे हुआ है. रोड के पास 50 मीटर के आसपास चाहिए. ऐसे नहीं करना है. सिंपली अगर मेरे ख्याल से नहीं होगा. So I'm there. I'm again going to buffer option. Okay, so this just make sure that you have selected the correct distance is 50. Do not change any other option, and there is one particular option called dissolve result. Just click on that. Dissolve result. Okay. मैंने इसलिए चेंज करने के लिए नहीं कहा segment to be 5 and meter limit to be 2. Those are related to each. Like in में आप करना चाहते हो ये segment है, ये option segment है. So segments are like 5 segments to cover. UPS always work with straight lines. Circle नहीं करता है. आप segment को या तो UPS. If you make it one, it will be straight line. All those options are correct, and save this particular file as solution. Name it solution 2, 2 and 3. This is solution, right? 2 and 3. इस पर क्लास में नाम देना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, सही नाम देना। अगर एक्स वाई जेड लिख रहे हो बाद में खुद कंफ्यूज हो गए कि क्या करने वाले हैं हम लोग लास्ट में, क्योंकि लास्ट में हमें सारे क्वेश्चन अलग अलग सॉल्व कर रहे हैं एंड वी हैव टू टेक इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ दोस आंसर्स। ठीक है, तो अगर ये नहीं पता है कि फाइनल आंसर्स किसका कौन है इतने सारे लेयर्स में से, तो फिर प्रॉब्लम होगा। ठीक है, सो my naming convention is very simple. If it is a solution of one particular sub question, I am simply calling it solution 2 or solution 3, जो भी जिसका भी solution है वो। ठीक है, so run it and you have got one particular polygon, right, for the entire row stage. Okay. Now, if you again we go back to the question, we are done with roads and schools. ठीक है, अब जो दूसरा ऑप्शन, ये जो चौथा वाला है, it must be 100 meter square in size. It means the building, right? So just turn off all the layers, like school layer off कर दो, road layer off कर दो, and keep the solution on and buildings layer on करो। Now building layer में पहले तो हमें एक filter लगाना पड़ेगा, that is area should be at least 100. So for that you need to find कि attribute table area calculated है। No, I don't see a column for area, right? So we need to calculate it. How to calculate area? Just first start the editing. Go to this option. This is called filter, or the shortcut is Control plus I. And यहाँ पे field का नाम है area. And for area is if you don't know it, simply search for area in this option and read it. It is what we need to do. एक बार पढ़ के देखो, confusion है that we need to do this operation only. Distribution operation. Says become the area of current feature. The area calculated by this function respect both the current project inside setting and the area unit setting. For example, if the inside has been set to this type, so on. Basically, it takes care of the coordinate system as well as the unit, this coordinate system. So this is what we want. We want area meter square, and our coordinate system works in meters, so it will give the area. Right? So just double click on that $area, okay, and अब चाहो तो सॉरी एक चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है, आउटपुट फील्ड टाइप शुड बी डेसिमल, एरिया मे नॉट बी इंटीजर, जस्ट सेलेक्ट डेसिमल देयर। ठीक है, या जस्ट क्लिक अप्लाई और जो करना ओके या अप्लाई जो कर सकते हो, यू विल गेट द एरिया कैलकुलेटेड एज द लास्ट। अब हम लोग बहुत आराम से फिल्टर बना सकते हैं। फिल्टर बनाने के लिए एट्रीब्यूट टेबल में होना जरूरी है। ठीक है, सो फर्स्ट टर्न ऑफ द एडिटिंग, यहाँ एडिटिंग ऑफ करो, अदरवाइज दिस पर्टिकुलर लीव कॉलम विल नॉट बी विजिबल इन फिल्टर इंटरफेस। ठीक है, यही गलती करते हैं एग्जाम में, they do not turn off editing and then they are searching in filter, filter में क्यों नहीं मिल रहा है। So just turn off the editing, let it get saved। अब वो कॉलम सेव हो गया and now we can filter। So right click on, go to filter and you should have a column, last column as area। So double click on that area and area should greater or equal to 100. This is what our is greater or equal to 100. ठीक है, ये सारी बिल्डिंग्स हैं. जैसे ही मैं ओके क्लिक करूंगा, जस्ट सी ऑन स्क्रीन सम बिल्डिंग्स विल kind of disappear. Small buildings got disappeared. नहीं हुआ? फिर से देखो. Okay, clear this filter so that we can see all the buildings. Clear, and now simply go to filter area greater equal to 100. Okay. यहाँ पे ध्यान देना, ये छोटे छोटे जो बिल्डिंग्स हैं इस so we have also selected that buildings should be above 100 meters square in area at least. So we can call this particular, like we don't need to call, it is already applied on the filter. So we can move on to last problem, closer than 500 meters to a restaurant. Now, this question, closer than 500 meters to a restaurant, is not specifying a driving distance. It's simply saying closer than 500. Until this driving distance नहीं पूरा हुआ है, तब तक हम लोग driving distance नहीं लेंगे. So closer than 500 meters of restaurant layer को on करो, जरा देखो restaurants कहाँ पे हैं, and want to have a clarity, just you can see there are some blocks still remaining. Those are restaurant. Buildings off कर देना, नहीं तो बहुत सारी buildings दिखेंगी, restaurant पता नहीं चलेगा. ठीक है? Now we have to find some area around it. That means we have to do buffer. Okay. So buffer में we'll select this restaurant layer, go to vector, go to geoprocessing tool, go to buffer, and we so that restaurant is a layer and distance is 500 meters, and dissolve the result. Buffer जब भी करोगे dissolve करोगे result. Save to a file, and I'm calling it solution of 5 था ना? Solution of 5th criteria, right? Yes. Okay, run it, and you will get this one. Okay, depending आपका layer ऊपर या नीचे है, थोड़ा बहुत अंतर निकलेगा, but shape overall shape will look like this. So just bring 3 layers on top. कौन से layer? Solution 2, 3 जो final solutions है, solution 5 and buildings. ठीक है, तीनों layer ऊपर लेते आओ, बाकी सब off करो. Now, these are 3 solutions to these 5 questions, right? Or 4 questions. हमने पहला और दूसरा और तीसरा क्वेश्चन एक साथ सॉल्व किया है. पहला सॉल्व करने की जरूरत नहीं है. तीसरा और चौथा चौथा और पांचवा अलग-अलग हमारे पास है. So we have one layer for these 2 questions, one layer for this question, and one layer for this question. How to combine them? Union make the intersection there. That is possible. The section is very because we want to get a common A, not like total A. Okay. So we'll take intersection of these 3 layers. Now A intersection B intersection C is same as A intersection B intersection C. मतलब BC अगर पहले कर लो और A के साथ करो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, किसी भी ऑर्डर में कर सकते. So we'll start taking intersection. लेकिन हमें लेना चाहिए also to play and we will do play. Reason being, we are not interested at being hobby. We will make somewhat this on weird things. So we will use click. So go to vector, go to geoprocessing tool, go to clip. पहले आप इन तीनों को सॉल्व करो, इन तीनों को। सो ये दो फर्स्ट दोनों के लिए तो 2 and 3 के लिए हमारे पास एक लेयर था। सॉरी सॉल्व फॉर 2 दिस लेयर 2 and 3 and 5, लीव 4th। रीजन मैं थोड़ी देर में बता दूंगा, ठीक है। सॉल्व फॉर 2 and 3 जो एक लेयर है हमारे पास and 4। सो इंटरसेक्शन इन दोनों कर लो, क्या होता है। So vector to geoprocessing to clip, and we are taking solution 2, 3 and solution 5. Clip layer is save it as 2, 3, 5. The moment you do it, it actually very fast. So you will never see the progress bar. It will be done almost. So जिसका भी intersection आ गया ना उसको ऑफ कर सकते हो। Solution B and solution 5 and solution 2, 3 को ऑफ कर दो। Intersection we can keep on. Buildings layer को सबसे ऊपर ले आओ। Okay. So we have solved 2, 3 and 5. 4 का solution भी सामने है हमारे। So we take a clip again. क्लिप लेके देखते हैं। आप लोग मत लेना, मुझे लेने दो। This building, what will happen? देखते हैं अगर होगा कि नहीं। Everyone is with me? सब लोग यहाँ तक पहुँच गए हैं? You have got 2 layers, one layer of 4 that is building filtered building layer, and other is solution of 2, 3 and 5. Everyone is with me, right? ठीक है। आगे का स्टेप नहीं करना है, सिर्फ मुझे करने दो। And the common kind of the simplest thinking says that we have to take intersections. We will go for clip, okay, because we don't need to worry about attribute table. So I'm going to geoprocessing tool to clip, and this time I have selected solution 2, 3, 4, 5 with building layer, and I'm not saving it because this is a rough work. I just wanted to show you. Okay, just focus on this building जो आधा उस एरिया में है, आधा नहीं है, ठीक है। Just run it. Okay, nothing is visible because building layer is on top. If I turn it off, you see कि वहाँ पे कोई building नहीं बचा, right? बिल्डिंग के दो हिस्से आ गए, एक हिस्सा यहाँ है, एक ही बिल्डिंग का, ये एक बिल्डिंग था by the way, ठीक है। So बिल्डिंग का एक हिस्सा है और एक हिस्सा यहाँ है। जैसा आप एक्सपेक्ट करते थे इंटरसेक्शन में वैसा नहीं हुआ है, कुछ भी गलती नहीं है। लेकिन is it physically correct to divide the building into 2 halves and then take it as 2 different buildings? ठीक है, एक ही बिल्डिंग है ना वो, तो ये तो गलत हो गया। एंड एक्चुअली ऐसे बहुत सारे केसेस होंगे, एक केस मैंने हाईलाइट किया है, ठीक है। सो वी विल नॉट टेक क्लिप। क्लिप इज अ बैड ऑप्शन हियर। व्हाई? क्योंकि बिल्डिंग्स कैन नॉट बी डिवाइडेड, एज सिंपल एज दैट, ठीक है। सो बट we still have to select buildings. Let me get rid of this particular layer first. Okay, we still have to select those buildings which are falling in this region, but not by this line. We have to select by region or select by location. Just search for this in processing toolbox. Select by location. Okay. Select by location. By location. Okay. select, we also want to extract these. सिर्फ select नहीं करना है, extract नहीं करना है, नया लिंक बनाना है building के साथ. So this will select extract by building, or sorry, extract by location. And extract by location में extract features from, this should be your building layer. Okay. And by comparing two feature forms should be your solution of 2, 3 and 5. Okay. You can select either intersect, overlap, R within मत करना क्योंकि building पूरी अंदर नहीं हो सकती है, ये नहीं है, cut करना, बाकी सब तो option ही नहीं है, valid option ही नहीं है. So I'm keeping it at intersect. Okay, that is the safest option. And these are the final selected buildings. So save it as selected buildings. And run it. Okay. Buildings layer off karo so that you can see the selected building, and you can see no building is cut into two parts. So छोटा सा भी हिस्सा अगर इस रीजन में बैठता है, it's now how to present this result? अगर मैं इतना सा रिजल्ट प्रेजेंट करूं तो क्या पहुंच सकता हूं? क्वेश्चन रहता है, इतना सा रिजल्ट अगर प्रेजेंट करूं एज एन मैप, और उसी वीडियो में लिखने मैप और प्लानिंग या तुम्हें भी मैप की जरूरत पड़ेगी. हाँ, पता करके कोऑर्डिनेट्स पता करके आई कैन नॉट जंप हियर, राइट? आई हैव टू गो देयर समहाउ. सो मैप बनाओगे तो क्या क्या चाहिए होगा? हाउ टू मेक मैप, प्रोजेक्ट टू न्यू, सॉरी लेआउट मैनेजर. एंड लेआउट मैनेजर में पहले ही हमने एक फर्स्ट क्लास में ही, आपको रिपीट करने की जरूरत नहीं है, जस्ट सी कि मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. सो मैंने पहले ही एक मैप लेआउट दे रखा है. जस्ट सेलेक्ट दैट मैप लेआउट एंड क्रिएट, नेम इट व्हाटएवर यू वांट. लेकिन इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट इज कि जब आप मैप बनाओगे तो उसमें बिल्डिंग्स के साथ साथ रोड्स भी होने चाहिए. And it should not be like we road only all roads. Okay, ultimately the person has to use it. Okay, it is even better if you can provide the, say for example हमारे केस में landmarks दो हैं, school and restaurant. Okay, so इतना information आपको landmark होना चाहिए, सिर्फ ये buildings. Okay, and what is here is this reason. ये रीजन डिफिनेशन आपके काम कर रहा है, रीजन किसी को मतलब नहीं. ठीक है, सो ये नहीं दोगे. क्या क्या दोगे? सेलेक्टेड बिल्डिंग्स, द रोड्स टू रीच इट. ओके, ऑल द रोड्स, नॉट लाइक स्कूल से ऑल द रोड्स. ठीक है, उसके बाद रेस्टोरेंट, स्कूल्स, ये और भी अभी कोई लेयर करता है जिसका बिल्डिंग पहचान सकते हैं पास कैसे करेंगे. ये सेलेक्टेड रीजन ये किसी काम का नहीं है, हमारी नेसेसिटी. सो मैं फाइनल मैप बना दूं. दैट्स ऑल अबाउट दिस. कोई कंफ्यूजन कहीं भी, कोई स्टेप हो, कंफ्यूजन हो